Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Ricky.
Hey guys, it's Trista.
And this is the
Sparxx.
That is a thing now.
We had to make it a thing.
I don't see why it wouldn't be. It makes things fun. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Last week's episode was way more than we thought it was going to be. Thank you guys so much for all the views and the likes and the comments.
And the support.
We got nothing but great support and comments.
Yes.
You guys are amazing.
We got a lot more than we thought we were going to, so thank you so much.
Are we famous?
Almost
there. So on today's episode, we are going to answer some questions that we asked you guys to ask us last week. No question is going to go unanswered, so stay tuned for that. We are also going on Facebook Live to answer questions on there as well at the same time. And Trista had this amazing idea.
So I thought that while we were answering your burning questions, we could cool off with some Trulies. So Truly came out with some new punch flavors, and this is not sponsored. I wish it was.
Not yet. We'll
so
get
hit
there
us
soon.
up, Truly.
Hashtag Truly.
So we're going to be rating these punch flavors while we're answering your questions and having a good old time.
Because it's 8:30 and we love Trulies.
So make sure you keep watching.
Like and subscribe also, please. You guys have been amazing to us. And subscribing also lets you guys know when we upload new stuff and new content, which is what you guys love, right?
And make sure to subscribe to our Instagram.
Oh, yeah, our new Instagram page also. It'll be in the link in the comments below as well. Trista has done an amazing job at running that, by the way. So props to her. Let's get the episode started. Burning Questions, episode 2.
Here we go.
So we are on Facebook Live official right now. We got a few viewers. We just wanted to go ahead and get started on some questions that were pre-asked to us throughout the week since last week's episode. And also at the same time, rate our Trulies.
So I'm trying the Truly Tropical Punch. And this is...
What is this?
Bomb. That's Berry Punch.
Berry Punch. If you guys haven't tried it yet, go out and buy them. They look really good. Hi, Marisa.
Hi.
Okay.
So I would say that this is 8.5 out of 10. Good.
Fudge. Okay, hold on.
You need another little taste?
This is dangerous.
You can't even taste the alcohol.
And it's 8 a.m.
Don't remind me.
Okay, so
let's go ahead and jump into these questions that were asked on Instagram, and then we'll get into some Facebook Live questions whenever you guys start submitting them.
Okay, so question number 1 was horoscopes. That's so vague.
What do you mean?
Are you into horoscopes like that?
I love talking about horoscopes.
Okay, cool. You're a Leo?
I'm a Leo.
Right? Okay, cool. What am I?
Pisces.
Ooh! She got it. Okay, so I'm not super into it, just from what I know. Pisces are emotional ass, very, that's all I can say is emotional. That's all I know.
Well, when I think of a Pisces, I think of somebody that's really creative, artistic, has some aspirations. I think of people that are just super open-minded.
Okay.
And a lot of Pisces, I feel are the life of the party. They're just fun to be around.
Who are these Pisces?
They're a good time.
Who does she know?
But at the same time, a lot of Pisces have this dark side to them. From what I've experienced with Pisces.
You got the wrong
Did
one.
I hit it? Did I hit it right on the...
A little bit.
What was I wrong about?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm really vibing with this berry punch right now. What about Leo? Tell me about Leos. What are Leos?
When I think of a Leo, I think of someone who is really friendly, loyal.
That she is.
I mean, it's hard to talk about it without trying to
hype yourself up. What the hell? Hype yourself up, girl.
A lot of Leos have big egos.
Okay.
They're really territorial. So my friends are
My friends are my friends.
Like, I will die for you. And I feel like there's no... I don't have a middle. Either I like you or I don't like you. Like...
That's such a good trait to have, though.
I don't like being fake.
That is one thing.
Oh my gosh.
She's one of the most real people you'll ever meet.
I cannot do it. I cannot kiss butt. I refuse.
She's
what?
She's that person that's like, I don't know how I feel about so and so. Yeah, no, we're just not gonna invite them. And I'm like, okay, all right, say less. Like, that's it right there. That's
it. I think you kind of know where you stand with me.
Yeah, honestly, I like that. I honestly did not get into horoscopes up until like last year. I was very big on like, oh, you can just take like a description of someone and, you know, affiliate it with someone's horoscope and it's like a general thing. But no, the more that I get into it, the more it's like they do genuinely describe who you are as people. Vodka or tequila? Vodka. Someone asked.
Vodka.
Okay, all right.
1000%
she knows what, she's a woman who knows what she wants.
What about you?
Mine depends on my mood. Like, vodka, if I'm trying to get like belligerently fun, right, and just go all out. And tequila, like if I'm trying to fight someone. Like, if I'm in a mood, if I've had a really rough day at work,
tequila.
I need some Patron in my body, right? And then it's like someone across the bar just happens to look at me, and I'm just like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I just like vodka because it goes with everything. Like, pour that shit in your juice.
Imagine vodka inside these drinks.
Bomb. They
honestly, we're not kidding. Like, they're like, you cannot taste them. No. It's dangerous. Am I buzzing already?
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't even know how many drinks he's had before this, so...
She just admitted a buzz. We don't tell them things like that, but you don't know how many. Patron is definitely my favorite tequila. And if I had to choose a vodka, it would probably be... It's going to sound so, like, basic, but Amsterdam. Just because I went to a rave one time and it was sponsored by Amsterdam. And so the vodka shots were, like, cheap AF. Mm-hmm. So cheap. But you're right, vodka does go with everything.
I love vodka. Let's go get some.
Let's go get some vodka.
What's the next question?
This one was for me. Hola, Ale. Miss you. This one was on Instagram, and it was, why are you so shy? And it was directed at me for being at work. I'm a very shy person, like, when I don't know you, and I feel like a lot of people are. I just hold a lot of, like, I keep to myself. I don't know.
Well, especially at work, that's a whole different setting.
Right? Like, I'm on the clock, I'm making money, I'm professional.
Yes.
I'm like, is professional the word to use, though? No, I don't know. Once I get to know you a little more and open up, like, then I'm a completely different person. Shy wouldn't be the word I would use.
Reserved?
Definitely reserved, because I'm a whole different...
Yeah, that's for sure. Back when we worked together, I wouldn't call him reserved.
Oh my god. How many times do we have to get separated when we used to work together?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
They'd be like, you guys are in different dining rooms because we cannot put you guys together. So shy is not the word. Definitely reserved. But I appreciate that question because, you know, I was always raised on, like, there's a time and a place for everything. Mm-hmm. When I'm at work, I'm a different person. I'm trying to make that shmoney.
Money moves.
I gotta feed myself. That was a good question. Mm-hmm. Are you ever shy?
Yes.
Yeah? When you first meet people too, huh?
I think just in general, when I first meet people, I'm really shy. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a Trista trait. You know, it takes me a while to warm up to people. And then once I'm comfortable with you, it's like, we're cool. Let's go.
She's a whole different person when you know her, you guys.
Yeah.
Next question? Mm-hmm. Next question. Okay.
No, are we going to get in trouble?
No. Okay, you guys. This next question, if you're of the faint of ears, have you ever had a threesome? Yikes.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a virgin.
So we cannot answer this question. This question is like for sex havers. Okay? We are children of the Lord.
But to answer the question, honestly, is no. I have not.
No?
I have not, no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go with yes.
You haven't.
I have. More than once. Yeah.
Like, could you count it on the...
No,
like,
yeah. It's not crazy. I'm like, oh, it's a Friday. Let's go have a threesome.
What?
No, yeah, more than once. It's been a few times. More than once. Yeah. It's not crazy. I'm like, oh, it's a Friday. Let's go have a threesome. No, yeah, more than once. It's a Friday. Let's go have a threesome. No, yeah, more than once. It's been a few times. The first time was horrible, and I feel like everyone's first time having a threesome is always horrible. Like, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's so many questions. It's like, I feel like it should be with someone that you're comfortable with, right? But, like, if it's... My first time was with someone that I wasn't dating. Like, I wasn't dating either of them, right? So it was just very open. But I feel like I got very... like, sidetracked a little bit, and I kind of, like, backed out and just kind of, like, let them do their own thing. Right?
So you were just like a bystander?
Yeah, I'm like, you guys good? You need water? I'm like patting their forehead with like a napkin. You guys good? You good, champ? You good? Yeah, no, and you know, just like with everything else, the more you do it, the better you get. Because time number 2 and time number 3 were amazing, by the way.
Good to know.
I also, yeah, I don't know how many times, but
that
it
is
was
not something I have experienced, so... Next question.
She knew to go jump to the next one, you guys. Damn it. Who are your besties? This question is gonna offend some people.
Yes, that's a hard question to answer.
I've always been big on like, I hate when people have multiple best friends, but
as an adult, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, no, because you have different besties for different like moods and stuff.
I have like 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I one of them?
No.
She said you're the number 1.
It's like, do you remember back in high school when you had your MySpace top 8? Like, that shit caused
that was offensive. Drama. That was so offensive. Okay, who are your besties? Let's start some drama. Let's stir the pot.
I don't want to.
Let's stir the pot.
So, in no order. This is in no order, by the way. We're not freaking putting numbers on it. You.
That means number 1.
I don't want to answer this. You. Can I just name everybody? Everyone's my best friend.
Everyone watching, you're our best friends.
I'd say the people I've known the longest. So you, my friend Sabrina, my friend Carissa. Well, she's more like my sister. And then I have some besties up here too that I've met since I moved to Sacramento. You know, Alyssa, Caitlin, Ashley, Ricky, the other Ricky, not you. So, I mean, I'm counted
twice. No, I get it 100%. You don't want to offend anyone. Don't get offended, you guys, if you don't hear your name. Like, you have different friends.
If I forgot you, oh my gosh, I love you. Like, John's my best friend, too. So, I feel like as an adult, if you have... I heard somebody say one time that if you have 5 people in your life that you could call a best friend, then you are truly one of the richest people in the world.
Starts crying.
Like, and I don't know. What about you?
Hi, Jasmine.
You need to name some names.
I guess you... Best friends for me. I'm gonna start with my number 1. Always my number 1, Diana. That's been my number 1 since day 1. That's my A1. We love Diana. That is my number 1. You guys, I've known this little hooker since she was like fucking 16 years old. That's my bitch. Definitely you as well. Amanda.
Love Amanda.
Alyssa. Itzel. I think that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't really... I don't know. I like to keep a small group of friends, and I consider my small group of friends my besties. I have a lot of friends, so if your name wasn't listed on the bestie thing, I'm so sorry. But, like you said, as an adult... That's a good group. No, hell yeah.
That's a beautiful group.
Hell yeah. You know what I love about my best friends, and even the ones that I didn't mention that are best friends, that, like, aren't on the best friend list, like... Everyone that we know from back home is, like, just very, like, protective over each other.
Yes.
I remember this one time I was at the club with Alyssa, and this guy was, like, dancing on her, and I get very protective when I'm at the club with my girlfriends, and I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, nope. I walk up to this hooker, and I pick her up from behind, and I'm like, nope, let's go.
We're leaving.
And I just take her off the dance floor. I'm like, we're not doing this. Like, no, I came here to have fun with you. We're not going to get no D tonight unless I'm getting it. And,
oh my god.
And then you can get it. You have different besties for different times. So those are our besties. So the next question is, where do you want to be in 5 years? Yikes.
Those questions are always so hard to answer. Like when you have a job interview and they're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's like, I didn't even see this coming 3 years ago.
I didn't know I was going to be here right now. I sure as hell didn't know I was going to be in California. So 5 years from now, I don't know. I have this, like, vision in my head, right, by the time that I'm, like, 30, which is creeping up, that I'm going to have a child.
That's so what I want to,
yeah, right? I feel like in the next 5 years, I at least want to have a kid, whether it is, like, adopting or having a surrogate or impregnating, you know, one of my friends, like, whatever it is. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Like, naturally?
Yeah. Yeah. Get me drunk, though, and then let's do the damn thing.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean? No? Why not? Okay, so, like, as a gay man, like, why not have a child with a really good friend? Right? Like, naturally.
But would you enjoy that?
Well, damn, that's the question.
That's the question, right?
Internally, I would not enjoy it, right? But, like, if we were doing things right, I feel like my body would enjoy it.
Oh. So
right?
If you were drunk?
If I was definitely drunk,
Loosey-goosey?
loosey-goosey, ready off the tequila, off the vodka, off the vodka and tequila, right? Like, I'm ready to have a baby. Let me put a baby in you, right? Carry my child.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
That's where I see myself.
I don't know where that went.
5 years. I'll also be up in the 30 club, and I see myself with a little one.
You were going to be an amazing mother.
I hope so.
Serena said, "Do you want one of mine? I need a break." Listen, the best kids that I've had up to this point have always been the kind that I can give back.
Uncle Ricky.
Uncle Ricky's like, "I love you so much. Oh my god, you're so cute. Go with your mom." Other than kids, I want to start investing in, like, housing properties.
Dude, John was just telling me that yesterday. He was like, let's buy a place in Yuma, rent it out, and then when we're older, retire in it.
That part.
And I'm like, that sounds hard. But then again, we just had that conversation earlier where it's like, even this podcast sounded hard to do, but then we actually started doing it.
Once
and it
you
was
do
like,
it's
wow.
like, that's all it took?
I think people, and you know, us too, we get so caught up in our own heads.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't do that. Like, how am I going to do that?
So definitely just do it. Go out and do it, you guys.
Well, the next one is, any advice for somebody starting a podcast? I think what we kind of said a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. You know, you're going to do some research. Ricky was really, really good at that. Researching names, researching tips.
So here's the thing. You want to make sure that, number one, you're doing it with someone that you love and you trust, because you want to vibe off of their energy, right? Hola. Just do it. Just do it. We went on Amazon, right? We were looking at different equipment. We were looking up the research, like she was saying. Make sure the name isn't taken already, right? You want to be unique. You want to make sure that you're getting the right crowd. So, you know, advertising on social media. And something that resonates with me so much is, like, if you're going to get up and start a podcast, if you're going to get up and do something that you want to do it with everything you have. Like, she was saying last time, our schedules are ridiculous, right? But I'm all flexing. I'm like, our schedules are ridiculous. But, like, set time aside for the things you want to do. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving what we're doing. I'm having fun. It's a lot easier once you do it. Don't be scared. I can't even tell you how many times we do, like, practice runs before.
So many practice runs. And it's not, like, easy. You know, like, I woke up at, 6 this morning on my day off, and you came over here right after work, after working a, 12-hour shift?
Yeah.
So you have to make time for it. You have to set aside the time if you want to be successful and...
Honestly, no. I saw this thing that was like, how you spend your time is the results that you're going to get, right? So, like, even, I'll use me as an example. I work 12-hour shifts, right? And let's say 2 or 3 hours of driving. I could easily go home, go to sleep for another 12 hours and make it to my next shift. Instead, I choose to, yes, take care of myself and get the sleep that I want to get, but invest the rest of my time into doing something that I want to do, right?
Yeah. And it's so rewarding, isn't it?
I feel good.
I mean, yeah, you're probably dog tired, but, like...
You wake me up.
Oh.
I feel good. I feel alive. Like, this
I didn't know how you were here. I literally woke up this morning at 6. My alarm was set for 7:30. I woke up at 6 and I was like, Ricky's here. And, like, messaged him, and I was like, hi. And he's like, I'm outside.
I was outside, sitting down in my car listening to Olivia Rodrigo's.
Oh, can we talk about her new album?
That's actually the next freaking question. Thank you for asking that question, by the way.
What a transition.
That was smooth. Olivia Rodrigo is, and And please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not like a super big fan, but she's coming off of the new High School Musical series on Netflix.
Is that where she's from?
Yes, on Disney Channel, right? And I'm all 27 years old talking about fucking Olivia Rodrigo. She's 18, but she just released her new album. It's called Sour, and it is definitely like a teenage heartbreak album.
Her songs are so good.
You might know the number one single, Driver's License. That's the one that a lot of people are most like familiar with, but the album just dropped, and
John and I were watching SNL last night, and she was the guest performer.
Ooh.
And she slaps live. Like, it's so good.
Yeah?
So good. She's so freaking good. And we were both watching it, and we were like, oh my gosh.
Who is this?
Who's this girl?
She's 18 years old, damn it.
And like, can you imagine where she's going to be in 5 years with a little bit more experience?
I do have to throw it out there, though, just because I'm a big Swiftie. Like, Olivia Rodrigo credits so much of her songwriting and, like, who she is as a person to Taylor Swift. And I love that, because it's like, you know, I feel like if I were to create music one day...
If you were
If I was an artist, we have this ongoing joke, you guys. I'm sorry. But if I was an artist, I would definitely be like a mixture of like Nicki Minaj and like Taylor Swift.
Ooh, who would I be a mixture of?
Adele and Sam Smith.
Those would be some sad songs. Oh my gosh, those would be some depressive episodes.
But am I right? Do you feel like that's right? Or?
I mean, those are I love Adele and Sam Smith, but those are kind of like the same category.
Okay, do I pick someone else?
Yeah.
Let's do...
Can I be Dua Lipa?
Let's do Dua Lipa. We love some Dua Lipa. Okay, so Sam Smith, Adele, and Dua Lipa. If all three of them had a child together,
I would be that child.
That would be you.
These ones are kind of juicy, so we waited till the end to...
You always gotta save the best for last.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Next question
is, have you ever been arrested? Yikes. Mine's dumb. Mine is so dumb. So I was like 18, I think, 17, and I got arrested for shoplifting.
You did?
At Target. Yeah, out of all places. And now I shop there like all the time, so I don't know what it is. And can you guess what I was shoplifting?
Clothes. Did I get it?
No. Bitch, I was fucking shoplifting like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
And how old were you?
I was 18.
Oh my gosh.
I was 18. I can't. Yeah, no. The guy was like, he put me in handcuffs, and he was like, how old are you? I'm whatever age I was. And he's like, and why are you stealing this? Like, your parents couldn't afford it? It's like very personal questions. And I'm just like,
wow.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. He ended up just letting me go, and he's like, don't let me catch you here again. Like, anything that you do from here on out is going to be watched, this and that. And the fucking Target shut down after that, so...
What do you mean the Target shut down?
You know what? I think it was Toys R Us.
Oh my gosh. You shoplifted from Toys R Us.
Stop. It was I was so young. And I was like...
18?
I might be exaggerating.
What were you doing as an 18-year-old shopping at Toys R Us for Yu-Gi-Oh
Don't judge
cards?
me. Yu-Gi-Oh cards were the thing. I wish I still had them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's been the only time I've been arrested. I've been close, though, to getting arrested. Like, getting drunk, leaving the bar and shit. And, like, running from police. But she quick on her toes.
That's kind of my story when it comes to
What is your story with being arrested?
It's a long story. I don't know if I want to get into it.
No, you do. But before we do, I'm also opening the Citrus Punch from Truly's, by the way.
And I am trying the Fruit Punch.
Do you like it?
It is so good.
Yeah? Dangerous,
I keep saying
right?
that with every one of them, but they're so good.
They're dangerous, though. Like, these are they almost remind me of, like, a, more juice-flavored, White Claws.
I think that's why I like them so
right?
much. This one, I would say the tropical one was better than the Fruit Punch, but this one's still really good. What do you think?
I love this one.
Yeah?
This is my new favorite one. Okay. Chugs it. This is my fourth one.
So good. Cheers.
Cheers. And now stop avoiding the question. What did you get?
What did you get
arrested
Next
for?
question.
What did you get arrested for? Tell us. The fans want to know.
I'll make a long story short.
Long story short.
So, if you guys watched the first episode, if you haven't, go watch the first episode.
Go watch the first episode.
But I kind of alluded to getting arrested while I was partying in Mexico as a teenager.
Cheers to that.
So, I was with some friends and, unfortunately, an ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And we were partying in Mexico. I was 16, and we were in the club, and my ex was just drunk off his ass.
Like belligerent.
Belligerent. Like, couldn't even walk straight drunk. He was just, like, gone. And so I look over, and this guy is dancing with some girl. And not just dancing, but, you know, you're in the club. You're
like
feeling
dry
yourself.
humping.
Yeah, literally they were dry humping on the floor, on the dance floor. And I'm like, oh no. And I get pissed, obviously. Like, I had dated this guy for 2 years and he sucked. I don't know why that relationship was even a thing. But anyway, the bar ends up closing and we go outside and he passes out. Like, this guy was so gone that he literally passed out. And I start kind of shaking him, slapping him.
I start shaking him a little bit.
Because I needed him to wake up. We needed to cross the border. We needed to get home. Like, we were in Mexico. It's kind of sketch. I mean,
no, super sketch.
I don't really speak Spanish. This little white girl, 16, like, ugh. And here come the cops. They roll up, and they think that him and I are fighting. They ask for our ID. I'm 16. I'm underage. We were fighting, and we get put in the back of a cop car.
Ew.
They took all my stuff except for my phone, which I had in my bra. And we weren't put in the back of a cop car. I should say we were put in the back of a cop truck. So in the bed of a truck.
Right.
And while they're driving us to God knows where, I pull my phone out of my bra and I call my mom. And I'm like, Mom, I'm in Mexico. I'm getting arrested. You need to come find me. I'm so scared. Like, and didn't really have any more information to give her than that.
Oh my god.
So I ended up spending the night in jail. And
what?
My mom came and bailed me out. She ended up finding me, I don't know, like earlier on into the next morning.
Right.
So I wasn't there too long, but it was scary. It was so scary. Like,
how have you been in a situation like that and I have not?
Right? I don't think I went back to Mexico after that. I was like, no, we're not doing this again. But, you know, it's definitely a learning experience.
She's like, next time we go to Mexico, we're just going to stay, like, in the heavy populated Caucasian area.
I mean, don't go with, like, a horrible boyfriend and...
I can't believe he was doing that in front of you.
Yeah, well...
Not me. I'm sorry. I'm not the one. I would have started swinging on both of them. Both of them. I'm sorry. Nope. No.
That's my story.
Next question that you guys submitted. Thank you guys, by the way, again, for submitting these questions to us. Is, do you believe in aliens? That's such a vague question. I believe in aliens. Here's my theory.
It has to be something else out there.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into this because, like, alien talk is always, like, bound to
going down a rabbit hole with that one.
Yes. My belief is that aliens are like us from the future coming back to like study us and stuff and like, you know, figure out what happened, where we went wrong, stuff like that, yada yada yada. I don't know. That's what I think aliens are. That's
a really interesting...
You think so?
Yeah.
But if you think in the terms of like there are other creatures from different planets, there's no way that we're alone on this this universe. Like, I strongly believe that there's people out there.
So, I think, you know, the universe, the galaxy, or whatever you want to call it, is so big. How are we to think that we're the only living organisms out there?
That part.
So, whether it's, you know, an alien that we think of with, like, the giant alien heads, or whether it's, like, microscopic organisms, or whether it's some sort of animal creature.
I didn't even think about that.
Or, like, if there's a planet that has water on it, some sort of aquatic creature, I mean, there has to be some other living life source out there.
Right.
I just don't know what it is.
I love that. And who are we to think that we're, like, the most advanced ones out there? Like, you know? Yeah. How much life was there before us?
It scares me to kind of think about sometimes. Like,
do you get scared about stuff like that?
If I think about it too much.
Diana does too.
If I think about it. I mean, I love a good scary movie or, like... But to actually sit there and think, like, ooh, you know, like, maybe there is something out there that could potentially...
There's all these movies where it's like, if they ever joined us, like, came down to Earth or whatever, like, our first instinct as the U.S. would be to, like, be hostile and try to take over. I 100% agree with that. Like, I think we're stupid. I think we would try to, like...
Cover it up?
Not only that, you know, like, try to, like, take over. You know, like, we would just be aggressive from the start. And that's just my opinion. You know, if you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. That it is what it is. Next question. Before we go down that
this one is juicy.
Which one?
I don't know how I'm going to answer
You guys,
this
she
one.
put a star next to this one. She put a star next to this one. The question is, would you rather cheat or be cheated on? Yikes.
I don't know how to answer that. Neither. What about you?
I'm going to say both. I'm going to say both. I'm going to definitely say both. So, like
simultaneously?
What? What?
Like...
What? Okay, so, like, I think I would cheat and then be cheated on to know how it felt to do what I did. And learn from that. You know? Because it's like... I'm just going to be honest. Like, I've cheated. Mm-hmm. I have definitely cheated before. And I did it with, like, no...
remorse?
None.
Same.
None. And, you know, at the time, I was like, I did not care. I was young. Like, it was like...
Same.
I wasn't thinking. It was just the next thing. And it wasn't until I got older, you know, and I started, like, actually investing myself into these relationships that I was like, I really hope I don't get cheated on.
Yes.
And then I got cheated on. And I was like... F him, F you, F his mom, F your mom, F all the parents of all you guys, like, and, you know, I was like, damn, is this what I put these guys through, like, you know, and now it's like, I would never want someone to put me through that, and I would never put someone through that either.
I think that if you asked me over 5 years ago, I probably would have said cheat. But now being in a serious long-term committed relationship, I could never do that to him.
Right, someone would die.
I would never be able to do that. So I think that my only option would be cheated on, like to be cheated on.
Yeah.
It would break my heart, but like I couldn't do it.
You ever see that thing on like online where it's just like going through trials and tribulations as a couple isn't him cheating on you every weekend, like something like that. Next question. This is a good one. Thank you for asking this. 3 things that we agree on. That's a tough one.
I think our work ethic we agree on.
Definitely. Okay, that could be number one.
We're both really, really hard workers.
We definitely give our all. We've always been the type of people that work to exceed and excel and stand out just because of how hard we work and the example that we set, you know. I think number 2 would be, that we agree on. Music,
that's a good one.
You think so?
Oh my gosh, the amount of times we've been in the car together
jamming,
and you put on a song and I'm like, this is my jam. Like nobody else I feel would ever have this song on right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like how did you know?
I put a song on and she like automatically knows the lyrics and I'm just like,
oh,
say less. We jamming out or are we crying together? We're crying together.
Exactly.
I love that. What would be the third one?
The third one.
These are tough just because I feel like we agree on so much.
I guess the third one could be pretty general. Like, we both keep our friends and family really close to our heart. We're big people pleasers.
Very loving.
Yeah, like...
Very open-minded, loving. Mm-hmm. I can see that. I feel like people gravitate towards us a lot because of who we are as people and individuals, and sometimes we get stepped on.
Yeah.
You know, but we always bounce back from it because that's who we are, because we're bad bitches.
Hey.
Insert beep here. Beep.
Beep. And the last question that we have, unless anybody else on Instagram Live has a question they'd like to ask, but the last question of the day is also a kind of tricky one. And that is whether we associate ourselves with being gay, straight, or bi. I know the answer for you.
No, do you though? Like, okay, so I consider myself gay, 100%, right? Like, I want to marry the man that I'm with. I want to marry him. I want to have kids with the man. I want to be 2 fathers, 2 dads. But if you ask, like, me when I'm single...
Or you when you're drunk.
Me when I'm single and drunk. Like, I'll make out with a bad bitch. Like, put a fucking girl in front of me. I'm just like, what's up? What up with it? Where we going? Let's go. That's about it. That's the extent. I don't know.
So you don't consider yourself bi by any means?
No.
It's just like girls are more like fun?
I think that might be what it is. Actually, you know what? Yeah.
Like, you can't help but kiss a pretty girl?
Yeah. Like, I'm out, I'm having fun, I'm dancing. Like, you're in the mood, you're in the moment, you're vibing with the music. Like, put a pretty girl in front of me when I'm drunk. Let's make out. What about you?
So it's hard for me to answer this. But I would say up until my 20s, I associated myself with being straight.
Right.
100%. And, like, I, again, am in a relationship with a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't change anything about that. But at the same time, as I get older, I think about that on a spectrum.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could consider myself bi, because the same with you, you know, if there's a pretty girl walking down the street, I'm going to look.
She got a fat ass.
Exactly. Would I ever want to be in a married relationship?
That part.
For the rest of my life with a woman? I don't know. No. So, does that make me bi? I don't know. I haven't really come to terms with that myself, but that's kind of where I stand.
What's that? Please forgive me, gay community. Please forgive me. I'm pretty sure it's pansexual, where it's like you're attracted to personality.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like it's like a little bit of that, and then a little bit of like who we are with the official terminology, like gay and straight. But no, I get that. It's
a hard question for me to answer because I just don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'm still learning that as I go. But
aren't we all?
I'm honest to have a conversation about it and learn a little
Everyone's
bit more.
always questioning their sexuality. I can't even tell you how many fucking like straight men that I've like hooked up with. Right?
Have you ever like hooked up with a guy who was kind of questioning whether or not he was gay?
Yeah, those are the best ones. Those are the best ones.
And then they turn afterwards.
They either turn or they revert straight back to their, ways. I'm just like, do you? I got mine. I'm good. Bye.
See you later.
Thank you guys so much for joining us again. That was amazing. I love those questions.
Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. We had a lot of fun.
Those were juicy
just like these Trulies.
These Truly drinks, you guys, if you haven't already tried them, again, go out and get them. My favorite so far is the Citrus Punch.
I'd say my favorite was the Tropical Punch, but they're all so good.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to share, give us your feedback. We love to hear it. We're very active on social media. Make sure you like and subscribe. We do want to give a quick shout out to Amanda and everyone else who submitted those questions. Those were great, and without those, I feel like we would not have this episode.
Yes.
Another shout out.
My shout out is to John, who's my fiance, but also our tech guy, who does a lot of stuff for us behind the scenes with setting up the podcast and creating that awesome intro music that you guys listened to in the beginning.
Let us know what you guys think about that. Without him, we wouldn't have the intro music. We wouldn't have any of this and setting it up because we're very, technically challenged.
Yeah. We're getting better, though.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a blast. Thank you so much. As always, I am Ricky.
This is Trista.
And this is The Sparxx. My name is Ricky.
This is...
Thank you so much, you guys, for joining.